class, we are going to look at machines. Before we go into that topic, recall that last time we discussed the concept of energy, work, and power. Good. And I believe you have done the task I gave you during the last class. Now, having known about or having learned about work, energy, and power, recall that we said that energy is the ability to do work. And the work is said to be done when force is applied and distance is moved in the direction of the force. While power is the rate at which energy is used or work is done. I want to cut this, my dear students. Now look at me applying force to do the work. But I couldn't succeed. You can see, I've been trying this. Now let me apply something. I now need a device to help me out. Look at this. Wow! I have cut this at ease. That leads us to the concept of today, or the topic we are going to discuss. That is what? Simple machine. And specifically, we are interested in the lever as simple machine. To look at what a machine is, what is a lever, the types of lever, and the application. For example, okay, now what is a simple machine? A simple machine, as I have just applied, is any device that when force is applied at one point is used to overcome load at the other point, that the resisting force. The force you apply at one end is the effort, while the force you overcome at the other point, or the point of work done, is the what? Load. Like I have just done now, I use this pair of scissors to cut this thread. So I have done work with this machine, having applied force on it. That is a simple machine, which means a simple machine makes our work easier and the work saves time and energy. Right? Good. Now, what do we mean by a lever? Of course, we have many types of simple machine or examples like the pulley system, the wheel and axle, the inclined plane. There are many, a lot of them. The screw jack. But now, when we talk about lever, a lever is that simple machine or type of simple machine that consists of a rigid body, that is a pivot or fixed point, around which it rotates when a force is applied at one end to overcome a load at the other point. That is a lever. To make it simple, we have types of levers or the classes, and these classes of levers are into first class or first order, second class or second order of lever, and third class or third order of a lever. Good. Very simple. Now, what is the difference between these classes of lever? The difference lies on the arrangement of the three basic components of a lever. The components are the what? The fulcrum, effort, and load. That are the components. The fulcrum, that is the pivot point, the effort, and the load. Now, for this, for the first class order, the fulcrum is placed in between the effort and load. That the fixed point is situated in between the effort and load. A typical example is the pair of scissors that I just used. You see the effort. This fixed point of rotation is the fulcrum. Then here is the load, where the work is done. As I have drawn on the board, the effort, the handle, the fulcrum, and the load point. Then the second order lever. In the second order lever, the load is placed in between the effort and load and the fulcrum. The load is at the middle. For example, the wheelbarrow is a typical example of the second order lever simple machine. Look at this. The handle here is the effort. The point of load, placing object, is the load, while the wheel fixed point is the fulcrum. The wheelbarrow is used for carrying objects, which are heavy objects. Then we have the third order. In the third order lever, we have the effort placed in between the fulcrum and load. The effort is at the center. A typical example of that is what we call the tongue, used in the laboratory or by the blacksmith or goldsmith for holding hot objects. This point, rigid point, is the fulcrum. Where you place your hand, they apply the force is the effort. The point of the object carriage is the word load. For example, I have another device, a stapling machine here. This stapling machine here is the fixed point, then here is the effort, and here is the load. So it belongs to, I hope you know that it belongs to the third order. So with this, I can now give you a task.